you get us this close?
Yeah,
Or
I get closer. Check 1, 2.
all right.
Check 1, 2.
Can you keep talking? I'll say just your
5-1,
name.
baby. My name is Joel Scott Waterman, and I'm here at SUNY Oswego with the lovely Amber. I'm here to talk about some crazy writings, and she's getting my levels right now.
Keep going. Sorry, I'm trying.
That's okay.
All right. I think that
Keep
should
going.
be okay.
Am I good?
That's good. I think that'll be good. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, 3.
Oh, intimidating.
Okay.
Okay.
We do this YouTube channel, so if you're okay with that, we'll throw this on YouTube.
That's fine. That's all good.
Cool.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and press. All right, 1, 2, check 1, 2. All right, we're all set. Okay, will you please state your name for our records?
Yes, my name is Joel Scott Waterman, aka Spartacus.
All right. Can you please state the title of your book as well?
The Incoherent Ramblings of an American Madman.
All right, first question. What made you decide to publish The Incoherent Ramblings of an American Madman?
That's an excellent question to open up with, Amber. It was prompted by my friend German. He's my right-hand man. And but I went through some really heavy personal issues on a large-scale 2010, some cancer surgeries and heart attack, divorce, that kind of stuff. And he's been reading my writing since 1992, and he said that I really needed to get off my dead arse and get my book published. So he got a publishing company, and away we went.
Great. Did you have any hesitations or any reservations about getting it published, or?
No, not at all, Amber, but I was in no way, shape, or form aware of what I was getting myself into. I opened up a big can of worms on this.
For our listeners, what kind of things can a reader expect from your book?
There's philosophy, poetry, songs, road trip tales, lunacy, laughter. It'll make you laugh, it'll make you cry, make you high, make you wish you wanted to die. It's crazy.
What are some of the places that you've traveled to?
That's a tall order. Eastern and Western Europe, back when Europe was communist East Bloc, I went there as a free man. I wasn't in the military, but I have a great deal of respect for the military. I've been to Canada. I lived in British Columbia and the Canadian Rockies for years. Alberta, Mexico, 40 out of 50 states. Is there 50 now?
I think there's 50, 51,
Is there
50,
51?
around there.
I've been around the block a time or two, darling.
What was your favorite place that you've been to?
British Columbia, Canada.
How come?
The cleanest water, the most breathtaking views, pristine wilderness, absolutely fantastic people. I really enjoyed it there.
Can you name a particularly inspirational experience you've had? Or just tell us a story.
All right, cool. A particularly inspirational experience. Boy, this one's put me on the spot. When my father passed away, it was very, very deep and difficultly moving. I was in Tacoma, Washington at the time, and when my father passed away, he blew through my shop. I had an after-hours bar, and he blew through there and said goodbye, and I knew it was him. And that was one of the heaviest things that's ever happened to me.
That's great. That's a good story. What are some of the challenges that you've had writing and publishing this book?
The writing challenges have been that sometimes I write when I'm heavily intoxicated. Sometimes I write when I'm under the influence of substance. sometimes I write when I'm absolutely sober. It's difficult to get everything out because there's so much going on in my head. I got diagnosed with this thing called superior autobiographical memory, and it's always troubled me that I remember everything except how I got home last night. I don't remember that. But getting the book published, if it weren't for German, I wouldn't even have a book out. It's like it's harder to find. It's easier to find an honest politician than to get a book published. Maybe it ain't, but the publishing end of it, a lot of hurdles and a lot of legwork, a lot of research, and a whole lot of thought and time goes into getting a book published. It's not an easy thing to do. I thought I could just write a book and people would read it and it would make them laugh, make them smile, make them say, wow, this is junk or this is great. But there's so much to the publishing end of things.
I wanted to ask you what made you all of a sudden, like, it looks like you've gone to a lot of places and everything, but what made you want to start writing down your experiences as opposed to just letting them happen?
I'm not really sure where that all comes from, Amber. It took me 18 and a half years to write that book. It took 18 years to write the first half and 6 months to write the latter half. I've always written things down, whether they be on bar napkins, coasters, pieces of paper. I carry a pen with me all the time and a pad, and stuff jumps into my head and I want to get it out of my arm and I throw it on paper. I just thought, I never really considered putting it out to the public. I'm just kind of like carrying on a conversation in my own head. But German thought that it was a worthy read. He read it back in '92 when I first started, and he kept telling me, sooner or later, you got to get this published so that people can see what's going on from your perspective. So that's how we ended up with that.
When you say you wrote things down to get them out of your head, what kind of things did you have to get out of your head?
I wrote down a lot of songs. I always, like Jim Morrison, I got a whole concert playing in my head, man. I write down songs, I write down poetry. I'm very inspired by the women in my life. I have been with some very lovely women in my life, and they inspire me to get my feelings out and write them down. So I write them love letters and poems and songs and such, because I'm some sort of whacked out romantic. I look like an axe murderer, but I'm a whacked out romantic.
What has been the most rewarding part of writing and promoting your book?
Wow, I tell you what, the reviews, Amber, the reviews, people, it's been so far 27 states, pardon me, 27 states and 6 Canadian provinces and Europe, and people send me reviews that absolutely bring me to tears, how much they enjoyed what they read in there. And I get one of my, he's a friend now, never met him in my life, but he sends me a review with a box of smoked red sockeye salmon from Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, and some halibut steaks, and cats send me t-shirts, and they write some beautiful stuff on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, 5-star reviews that, like, it just takes me aback. It's really hard to comprehend that just what I wrote down in there actually touches someone's life in a positive way.
If you had to pick 3 words to describe the book or yourself, whichever you prefer, what would you do? What words would you choose?
3 words.
Yes.
Deep,
Sex.
weird, lunacy.
Deep, weird lunacy.
I don't know.
What would you like your readers to take away from your book?
I hope that everybody takes something positive away from it, Amber. It jumps around a lot. There's all kinds of, like I say, ramblings. There's philosophy. There's there's my take on things, and I think that everyone out there in the human race should write a book, because we all see things differently. Every individual is so unique that I think that it would be a beautiful thing if everyone shared their thoughts with everyone else. It's not easy to do, but I hope that something positive gets pulled off of it, at least a page or two, and laughter and a lot of head scratching, because there's some weird shit in there. Oh, there's some weird stuff in there.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. All right. Is there anything else you want to add?
I like your hair. Like, I wanted to throw that in there. And
Thank you.
you're welcome, darling. And it's nice to sit here and speak with you about this, and I greatly appreciate the opportunity to put this out. And I hope that you enjoy the book, and whoever gets them on the giveaway enjoys them also. And I'm working on another one, a couple 300 pages into it.
Oh, great. What's it called? Can you give us a preview?
Yes, the one coming up is The American Madman Rambles On. And there's going to be a bunch more. There'll be a bunch more.
Great.
Well, no, we only got till 2012 anyway, so. I'll get at least one more book out.
Great, great. All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank
it was
you,
great
Amber.
speaking with you.
My pleasure.
Stay tuned to WNYO to hear the giveaway of the Incoherent Ramblings of an American Madman by Joel Scott Waterman. We will be updating you on when those giveaways will be, and stay tuned to WNYO for more details.
Thank you, darling.
All right.
That was nice.
All set. At least got some good stuff in there.
I almost pulled it off without vulgarity. I threw one slip.
You're
in.
fine,
Threw
honestly.
one slip in there.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, you make me nervous.
Yeah, I had that effect on God. No.